Mr. Pentagon, as I live and breathe. Hello, sir. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Arlanda, Stockholm, Sweden. And we're going to try to see if we can make this iFlight work today. We struck out last night, and I think I know why. I'll explain to you kind of what I've discovered potentially. But we're going to try a little, I don't know, hour and a half-ish. What is our flight time? 2 hours and 1 minute. So a little longer, but that's okay. I just want to test this thing out, see if we can get it going. Have some fun on a Friday. Had a few minutes, so you know what the heck, right? Let's get into the aircraft and we'll get going. So here is the flight plan. Whoops, it would actually be helpful if I had it pulled up here for you. We are doing, it's a little bit of a southeasterly route today. It's the Babop 5 Golf departure off of 19er right out of Arlanda, and then you can kind of see what we're doing here into Munich, Germany. They're right now landing on the 8s, the Landu 2 Alpha, and we do have some ATC here in Sweden, so that's kind of cool. I don't know what we'll have on the other end. It is Frankfurt Friday and also Paris by night Friday. The camera's crooked, isn't it? There we go. So there's lots going on here, but I don't know if we'll be lucky enough to have any of it. So anyway, let's get to it. And I can already tell something is not right. I can already tell my control bindings. So this is one of the things that's a little bit improved, but still a little bit wonky, is you can assign your bindings to everything, but it kind of lies to you here. So like when you come down here and you say apply to all these max variations, it does, except for if you have a different livery, then it doesn't. So I have to go through this every time and try to remember what I did and apply it now, and then it'll forever and ever it'll be applied to this particular max 8, but still it's like, oh, come on, folks. All right, but anyway, that's a small thing. At least you can tie everything in now, so kind of fun. All right, let's get the flight going here, and let's see. It's going to take me a moment here. Payload performance. Let's go to the weight and balance page. And I do think that there is a way for us to import this, but I'm not remembering. I've only flown this thing one time. So the EFB is still the part that's I'm needing to learn, and that's okay. From what I understand, this is based on a real 737 MAX EFB, although it is quite clunky, and everybody's complaining about it. So they're gonna change it, I guess, in a future update. So that's the number of passengers. Here's our cargo. It looks like we'll have a total of 4,165. So let's put like, and we're kilograms as well. Yeah, so I need to change that. All right, this might, I did find this last time. Systems, I believe. Air application preferences, I believe. No, that was not it. Boy. Menu. That's where I just was. Because there's a couple of things I need to change here. Caramba. Let's go back to here. Oh, goodness. Okay, so that actually put things in, but not really. That's not what I have for my sim brief. So that's not ideal. All right. Okay, none of this is what I need here. Is there another page? There's a big configuration page that has everything that you need. And wouldn't you know it? Okay, it's not there. It's not performance and payload. That's where we are. Airport input. All this stuff is fine. I mean, it's not, because I just need to change it from kilograms to pounds. Terminal charts. Yeah, it'll be nice to have that connected, but I don't need that right now. It's got to be in one of these two pages here. Is it possibly a page 2? No. This is my last sim menu. There we go. All right. Sim menu. There we go. All right. All right. Here we go. Let me see if I can work through this guy. Panel state.
Hi, Mama.
Hello, sir. JPC, I think I'm going to say no. I just don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow morning. So I don't want you to wait around for me. So let's not rush it. Let's set it back for later on here this winter. And yeah, I appreciate the offer though. But all right, here we go. Metric system, US system. That's what we want there. All the rest of this stuff I think is fine. And then we have a page 2. Built-in air stairs, all that good stuff. Yeah, we don't need that, so we'll set that. And there's one more thing that I need to set here. And that is, I need to set the... There's a... oh, that's already set, independent. Okay, cool. So that... All right, there you go. So that's that. And let's go back to here now. And yeah, because I only have, what I say, I had 4,000 pounds and 4,000 and change. So we'll go like 2,000 pounds up front and 2165. And again, people that use this iFly, they'll probably say, no, wait, all you have to do is click these 2 buttons and you're in business. But anyway, so that's that. And then fuel, let's make sure we have the correct amount of fuel. We need 15,201. And that can be set. Awesome, nothing in the center tank. And all right, that looks good. So complete. Okay, awesome. All right, let's get our airport in here. We're Echo Sierra Alpha, and let's search that ident. Arlanda, yep, that's us. Okay, and the runway that we're looking for again was 19er right. We have not got clearance yet, so we're not going to get too crazy here. I think the conditions are good. It's dry here, yep. I feel like there's FMC data. I feel like we could pop that in there. No, I can't because I don't have anything set yet. All right, I'm going to wait. I'm going to hold off on that because I actually think I need to come down here and I need to get some power to the aircraft here first. We'll come back to this page here in just a little bit. Let's get the I need the ground, guys. Yeah, this is definitely the part of the aircraft that I'm still not very proficient in. See, JPC, this is also probably why we don't want to do this because, yeah, no, I'm not ready yet. All right, for crying out loud. Airport info, no. I mean, yeah, that's helpful, but, okay, fine. Man, the funny thing is I went like literally right to it the first time. It was easy peasy. Okay, let's go to page 2. Nope, this is just all the stuff that we were doing. Let's go back here and let's get the runway. Oh, we do have Ross. It's turned on. It didn't work for me last time though. Okay, this is panel style. Yeah, none of this brings our There we go, ground support. So in the sim menu, it's apparently the first page there, and I was just not getting it. So we've got all of our chalk set. Let's just bring everything out here. We'll set that guy. And there we go. Now that's all set. We should see all those dudes outside. Yep, there, now we're all hooked up. Cooking with butter. All right, I like it. I like it. Pentagon, what do you think of the stream so far? I'm pretty much a master at this, aren't I? Crown Power coming on.
1, 2.
Hey, there's the radios are working.
Version start approved. QNH 1012 EC472.
There we go. That's all good. And no, I don't need the odd amp around. What am I thinking? That's where the galley power is in the 700.
Now 7 Alpha Tango.
All right, so we are.
Not runway 19 right.
We should be on ground power here. So yes, we are on ground
minute
power.
right.
Sweet. Okay, very good. We do need to get these guys aligning, and so we'll put that up there. And
EC472. Should we face
okay.
east or west?
Let's come down here and help out with the pause INIT. We'll get Arlanda in.
It's a standard pushback, and your
Munich. We can request a flight plan. This is connected to SimBrief, and that part of it have at least got that much of it. It's a little dangerous loading this baby in because, as you can see, this is a beefy route. There's a lot. I mean, it's nice, but I need to get some clearance first before I get too crazy. So I'll get that loading in, and I think, do I have tower? Yep, 18505. Good deal. We've got information kilo. Arlada Tower, good evening. Smartwings 816 at stand 41 with Kilo, IFR request to Munich.
Smartwings 816, Arlanda Tower, good evening. You are here to Munich via the Pop-Up 5 Golf departure, 5,000 feet, squawk 1373, information Kilo, currently valid.
All right, cleared to Munich, the Pop-Up 5 Golf departure, 5,000 feet and squawk 1373, Smartwings 816.
Smartwings 816, read back correct.
Cool. That's the best news we've gotten so far. That means I don't have to make any changes to that ginormous flight plan, which, as you guys know, you've been around long enough with me to know that basically I'm going to get shortcuts all along the way here. So, all right, let's, as long as we're down, let's go 19 decimal 10.
For your ATC. See you again.
Tell you one thing about this plane.
Yep,
the EFB, yes, clunky, but boy, the texturing is really nice. It's sharp. It is definitely a step up a little bit from the PNBG. Ginormous. That's right. It's like I'm like some JetBlue pilot heading down to Barbados or something. Big old flight plan like that. But half of that I won't even have to fly because they'll clear me direct to 5 waypoints down the list there. But that's just that's what SimBrief does. That's what they build it. I did. Did I not do the IRS position? Okay, hold on here. Let's see what's going on. INIT. Oh, I didn't. I need to put this in because that helps the ADIRS do its thing. All right, let's go up here. Departure time, and it was the Pop-Up 5 Golf off of 19er right. That could change, and that's all right if it does because it's easy to change this. Pop-Up. Oh, goodness sakes. I don't have outdated nav data. You have outdated nav data.
Squawk 0412.
Doggone it. Oh, well. We'll use the old Navigraph 1 departure if we have to. Hopefully it's not that much different. We'll see, I guess. So yeah, that's along our way here. Well, let's just have a little look-see-loo here and see how different it is. I guess we don't have to guess. We can actually look at live data. So here is what we should be doing. We come down here to 707, 705 to 707 to 555 to 554. So 705 is there. So it looks like the only thing this doesn't do, it kind of cuts the corner to 554. So what we're going to have to do here, you guys, is probably fly this heading to this point and then this heading to this point. And then so these 2 points are the 2 points that are not in the old departure. So, and I see why, because if you cut the corner, you're cutting right over the top of that'd be 18 or 19 left. So yeah, we'll kind of cheat this a little bit. This will be a combination of the BOP 5 and the Navigraph 5 departure, but we'll stay on this course and then we'll get ourselves going to 554. And then from there, let's see. 509, yep, there's 509, that's good. And on to BOP. Yeah, so that's just a little tiny change. And then I promise, Pentagon, I promise, I will update my nav data. Just get off my back, all right, dude? I don't need this kind of pressure right now, man. Okay, cool. Now, let's see. This is, I don't know the order of this. Normally, I would... well, I'm going to manually enter this just to make sure we get everything. Again, most likely there's a shortcut way that you can connect this with your SimBrief data, but just in case there isn't, I'm going to just put it in here. So, our gross weight right now, actually zero fuel weight, let's put that in, 126.7. And we will have reserves today. Our alternate is Echo Delta Juliet Alpha. Which, by the way, is the vacation home of the Sonates, by the way. Down there, just a little south of Munich. Little known fact. Well, we need 2.2 tons to get there.
Run air for Papa Lima, Roger, taxi holding point.
We're gonna have
Yankee
the
9
following information at cruise.
Right.
It appears that we'll have.
Easy at A320 passing from
what will we have? I see top of drop.
Right
Oh, there's top of climb. Looks like we've got winds at cruise 288.76. I wonder how much of this I can put in here. 76. All right, that goes in good. The ISA deviation is in Fahrenheit. Actually, I don't know if this is Fahrenheit or not. Minus 60. It doesn't like that. Minus 60. Nope. Maybe it's Celsius. No, it doesn't like that. Maybe it's wanting it in both. We can at least put the temperature. So, well, maybe that's what it is. That's not the ISA dev. This is the temp. Minus 60. No. Oh, there we go. It calculates that ISA for us. Okay, cool. Transition altitude's 5,000. That's what we're cleared up to initially, by the way. 5,000. And then, can a brother get a little N1? This is where I think we can go back to here and do performance. Weight and balance. Landings, no. Yeah, here we go. So, we want, what is our... There we go. Copy FMC data. So now we have temperature. We have wind. Is this accurate? I'm not gonna trust this. I want to make sure this is accurate. So Orlando winds are 210 at 8. That's
to November.
close.
Orlando Tower,
Temperature
good
is
evening.
54
You
degrees,
are,
which
cleared to
could very much
Helsinki. After
be.
departure, expect
And the QNH
vector
299 or
security
2,
and
which is,
track heading
yep, that's fine. That's
190.
good.
Initially
Takeoff weight.
3,000 feet, squawk
Does that
1261.
match?
Information Lima currently valid.
Takeoff weight. 141.5. Hey, baby. All right, cool. CG is 20.1. So we're going to do a max takeoff rating here. And let's calculate. Can I calculate? No. Can I extend that? No, I can't. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know. Dry. Good, 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 good. Good. That's all fine. Calculate. Yeah, why can't I calculate? I need to calculate. Hey, how's it going? It's Mega Henrik. Hello. Thank you very much for being online. I appreciate it, man. I'm sorry for the delay. I'm kind of working through this airport or airplane for the first time, but love flying out of your airspace. Looking forward to it here just as soon as I can figure out how to get my performance numbers here. And if I can't figure this out, I always have the sim brief numbers. In fact, I think what I might just do that. I'll come back and mess with this a little bit later on. But I've got the sim brief numbers, which are actually pretty close for the most part. But nice to meet you. So what SimBrief is telling me is this. We are looking at a temperature. We're looking at a takeoff 2 D rate here. So we're going to go 52 degrees on our temp. Yep. Oh, and they're only suggesting takeoff 1 D rate here. Oh, that's okay. We can work with that. They are suggesting flaps 5. And we had the CG up 20.1, so that will give us our V speeds of 33, 34, and 46. We're good there, I think. Awesome. Awesome. All right, so again, hey, I wonder, just out of curiosity, just out of curiosity, let's see if we could, I wonder if I could punch in these. I doubt I can. Let's see if we can put Sierra Alpha 707 right in here. Oh yeah, baby. And then Sierra Alpha 555. Hey, no, that one's the one that's not in the database. All right, so that means that we will have to manually fly that little tiny 3.5 mile leg on a 127 degree heading. Full disclosure, Henrik, we have old nav data, so we're missing a little bit of the departure, but we're just going to fly. We're going to cheat it a little bit and just fly it by looking at our Navigraph. So we're actually going to be flying the Navigraph 4 Papa departure, but there's only one little waypoint there that we don't have, so the rest of it should be just fine.
Ryanair for Papa Lima, runway 19 right, 9 white.
Yeah, when I get past 707, I don't have Sierra Alpha 555, so we can just fly that one. We'll just hop manually on a heading and we'll fly it, and then we have 554. So once we get back to here, the rest of the departure is exactly the same as the one we have. We just are missing that one little bit. But just so you know, if it gets a little squirrely there, that there's two possible things going on. Number one, old nav data. Number two, a pilot with very limited skill and proficiency, which is probably more the actual cause. But anyway, I digress.
Ryanair for Papa Lima 210 degrees 8 knots, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff.
All right, so we have we have we have flight plan in. We're good to go. We just need to get the let's get our APU going, and I'm not sure. Let me look at where we're at. Well, I believe in Sweden you call for push and start. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the taxi and everything. We've kind of briefed the departure, so pretty much straight back push here, honestly, and then we'll be. So here's the push and taxi. We're right here at stand 4-1 on Apron Charlie Delta. We're going to push. I'm just going to pretty much push straight back, and then I'm anticipating we'll be given Yankee up here to Yankee 10, and so we are pushing. I don't know if we're quite pushing onto a taxiway, but I'm still going to give them a call. So, but let's get GSX coming our way first because that does take a little bit of time. So we'll get the pushback cart coming. Looks good. Okay.
Ryanair for Papa Lima, monitor 122, decimal 8, have a good flight, bye bye.
Okay.
Over to Unicom and thank you for the
There she is.
Ryanair for Papa Lima.
Thank you for the traffic.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Okay, sweet. Tower, Smartwings 816 requesting push and start.
Smartwings 816, pushback and startup approved to QNH 1012.
1012, Smartwings 816. I need to get that switched over. There we go, 1012.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
1012. I think I have these synced, maybe not. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, cool. All right, so we were given 5,000 on the initial climb. It sounds like perhaps Tower is the last ATC we're going to have here. So 146.
Now to November, pushback and startup approved, QNH 1012.
101, push near to November.
All right, and then again, heading, let's get this out of the way here. Sorry, guys. Get lifted up. That's kind of cool. So that initial heading is 178. And I think we're just going to go a straight. Oh, how do I do this? Straight pushback. Max manual stop. So I have to stop it. All right. Well, maybe I'll just go tail to the right because that'll get me also where I want to go.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, I need to do something real fast here. I need to get some pack bleed air built up here. And let's get on the gens. We need to get rid of all of our ground stuff. Oh, good Lord, this could take me a while. Where was this? There we go. I really need to write some stuff down here, don't I, you guys? Okay, those are all released now. And now I can go ahead and release the parking brake.
Commencing push. All engines
Alright,
clear.
the other thing
Start
here
at
is I
wheel.
probably should do a little of that. Alright, so we've got some, I could have got the windows going here. I'm missing a step or two, aren't I, guys? That's alright. We'll turn the packs off and let's get things started here. We'll do ignition left and let's start turning number 2. Let me get some sound turned up for you guys as well here. Sounds are kind of, I think maybe a little lacking. I think I'm kind of spoiled with our PMDG, but they're not bad. again, where it excels, the visuals are just top notch. So really like the look of it. It's a very
Please set parking brake.
I love the wings bouncing. It's a very similar experience in a lot of ways, yet
Unlocking gear.
quite different with all of the digital displays and none of the round dials and that kind of stuff that you're used to. None of the LED stuff. It's definitely a more modern aircraft, so that's kind of cool, I think. But again, some things are not where I'm used to, and I'm sort of that old guy now that like if not everything is where they're supposed to, I get a little confused.
Tow truck disconnected.
I also don't understand the engine start procedure very well. It peaks out at about 22 and a half N2, and it pauses for a moment, and then it lights. I'm sure there's a part of that I probably should do a little different to be a little easier on the engines, but I don't really know what that is at this point. So, all right, she's out of here. Thank you, my dear. Have a great Friday. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Do I feel like am I up too high here? Should I be down? Like more down here, maybe? I don't know. I can't decide. That looks okay, I guess. Okay. So that's a good start on 1 and 2. We have our speed. Our heading is not set. We were going to set that at 127, and that'll be that little 3.5 mile jog that we'll do manually. All right, 127. Looks good there. We didn't do a very good job of checking. The APU is obviously doing this job. So let's trip these guys here. There we go. Gen 1, Gen 2 they're both genning. APU can come off. Packs can come on. The APU leads off. And this needs to go to auto. Sweet. We are not going to 40. Are we? Yeah, we're going to 38. And I need to check real quickly here. I don't think Munich is 1,500 feet either. What are you, Munich? Munich. Oh, it is actually 1486. All right. There you go. The more you know. And Tower Smart Wings 816 is ready for taxi.
Smart Wings 816, 816, taxi to order point runway 19 right. Advise if you want Yankee Night.
All right, we will taxi to holding point 19 right. We're going to go ahead and take full length. Smart Wings 816.
Smart Wings 816,
Yeah.
Roger.
I better not mess around with this thing here. Okay, taxi lights. No, not landing lights. Turn off lights. And I do think they put the wing lights on here. So we're going to go up Yankee. And so it's a right-hand turn. Clear left, clear right.
Lufthansa 230,
Parking brakes released.
Air continue approach, sounds good, and Support established ILS to
And we're rolling.
runway 19 left.
Book all and we'll
Check our controls here. Left, right, up, down. Rudder, good. Still clear left, clear right. And down Yankee we go. I think this is one of the sceneries that comes updated with the premium deluxe version of MSFS 2024. You know, it's not crazy awesome, but it looks pretty good, I think, and it has the big thing I think is that it has updated taxiways, which is always nice.
2 November, taxi Stockholm point runway 19 right.
All right, traffic
so do you
can
want
be
Yankee
turned
Niner?
on, and I hopefully am squawking Charlie. I didn't check that. I am not squawking
November,
Charlie.
Yankee Niner approach.
What's going on down here? TARA.
Holding for the Yankee 9
I was having some trouble squawking more Charlie here. I can't even do it manually. Alright, I'm going to have to see what's happening here. Transponder on. Oh, that was it. Yeah. Can't leave it on auto. Well, if you leave it on auto, it turns it off while you're on the ground, which is what I think they do in real life. But ATC in VATSIM likes it when you have it on. That way they can see where you're at on the scopes. And they don't, you know, there's no one's super worried about you giving some false traffic alert in VATSIM. Alright, so that is good. Recall's good. We need RTO. Whoopsie. We need this to be on continual. And oh, I forgot to set the flaps. Flaps 5. Our trim auto sets. Comes Yankee 10. This is our whole
Correction, Mark wind 816, the wind 210 degrees, 8 knots, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff.
19 right, clear for takeoff. Smart Wings 816. All right. Yeah, I think we're ready to go, you guys. Make sure we get it lined up, get our lights on. We'll be on our way. All right, let's do it. Takeoff power set. Airspeed is alive. 80 knots.
and
There's V1 VR.
0, wind 210 degrees, 8 knots, runway 19
Dust there
left,
kind of
left.
tried to get me crooked. All right, up we go. Positive rate. Here comes the gear.
130.
Left turn 130, Smart Wings 816. Thank you. Aha, yeah, he really is helping us out. All right, heading select VNAV and Command A. I'm going to start to retract the flaps as well. Yeah, that was nice of him because that gave me like a little bit of a weird loop-de-loop for that departure there on the FMC. Alright, there's 1,000 to go.
And Smart Wings 816, you can fly direct to Stockholm and monitor 122.8. Have a good flight. Thank you for the shot.
Alright, direct to Bop-Up and appreciate the help there. Have a great rest of your evening, Smart Wings 816. Over to Unicom, so we're going to
Same to you,
Bop-Up.
thank you.
Boom, boom. Execute, and we're going to go to LNAV, and we're going to go ahead and climb here. Let's do our alt into. Let's get our butts up to 380. What do you say?
Now that's to November, wind to 210 gate 8 knots, runway 1 right there.
This is a part of it I don't like because it seems like it should go to thousands when you get up to a certain level. It's a lot of scrolling. But that's set now. And we're climbing. Let me finish cleaning up the flaps. We were flaps 2, yeah, those come up. Flaps in the leading edge come up. We're through the transition altitude, so we're going to go to standard. And standard. And you know what I didn't turn on was, I didn't turn on any weather or terrain here. So I think I'll kick my range out a little bit here as well. There we go. Awesome. Well, hey, I tell you what, Henrik, thank you so much for the help, and I appreciate that. I hope, again, I hope, like I said on frequency, I hope you have a good rest of your evening and a good weekend. I think I'm going to leave. Let's turn him up a little bit here. I'm going to leave ATC on. I always like to. Oh, that approach was not Arlanda. That was Helsinki approach. But I always like to listen to the ATC as much as we can. It just, I think it helps, you know, every time you fly into a new airport, if you know a little bit of the phraseology, I do think it helps out. All right, all this stuff can come up here. We are good. Oh, I'm going to turn the logo light on one out. Wing lights can come off. And, oh, I did put the Pro Beats on, so let's do that. Are we pressurizing? I hope we're pressurizing. Packs are auto, yep. And this is ISO ground is auto. We're good. Yeah, I think we're all right. Like I say, for the most part, like it's a Boeing, right? So if you know a 737-700, you know the 800, you know the 600, you probably know the, I don't know if the 500 is that much different. They don't get radically different until you get down into like the 200s, where everything is so analog that it's, you know, very, very vastly different. But now let's take a look at the beautiful Swedish countryside here, the coastline. We're heading south, y'all. And that's lovely. Mega Heinrich. I'm not saying that right.
Left heading 120.
Always nice to meet ATC from different areas.
Lift us up to 30, welcome to Stockholm. Taxi stand 1 via Whiskey and North on Whiskey.
Okay, stand 1 via Whiskey and North on Whiskey.
That's lovely. Lovely. trying to find out where we are so that we can kind of plan ahead. I am going to. It doesn't look like we might have. I don't know.
Finnair 2 November, direct Tubri and monitor 122 decimal 8. Have a good flight. Thank you for the traffic. Bye bye.
Direct recovery and we can see the company.
I think Frankfurt Friday looks like they wrapped up kind of early tonight. I don't know, maybe it's just me.
All stations, all on the tower is closing. Monitor 122 decimal 8. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay,
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
let's go over to Helsinki.
Bravo Kilo, turn right, negative 120, clear direct approach runway 15. Finnair 2 Bravo Kilo, maintain speed 180 knots, 165. Finnair 7 Alpha Tango, speed 180 knots. 180.
That's quite nice. All right, on our way up. I might take this opportunity to. I'm going to get to cruise first, but it's just about time for my pups to have their lunch. So I might take this chance once we get up to the cruise, go get them a little something to eat. And pretty much there's going to be no ATC, at least for the time being, that I can see. Terrain radar looks nice, doesn't it? We could probably zoom it out as well, though. Try to match up. It's just showing all the water. No weather radar, as you know. No weather radar in MSFS 2024. But we set it anyway. Trim is trimming. Something to do down here to get the weather radar out? I think so. Good. I think we're good. All right. Up we go. Oh, that's a cool shot. I don't know why it does this, but it gets to a certain point, And it automatically shuts the... I guess everybody's going to take a nap. I don't know. But oh, wait. I guess I'm in control of everybody's. I don't know. It's really weird, though. It does that. I don't know why. I don't know. Let's see. Do I have my... Alright. Good, I think, you guys.
Finnair 7 Alpha Tango, wind 240 degrees, 4 knots, runway 15 clear flag. Yes, runway 15. Finnair 2 Bravo, Kilo, tervetuloa
Okay.
Helsinkiin, taxi right on Yankee, Delta Echo.
The other thing I don't remember is if this has... I don't think you stow it. I think it's just up and down. I think that's all, so I don't think we need to worry about that. And...
Finnair 3 have rerouted you after Nebek, follow airway Yankee 361 to waypoint Nisri, November, India, Sierra, Victor, India. And after
Yeah,
Nisri, fly direct to Meru.
Cody, are you alright, dude? He's getting a little fired up. I just need about... I need about 8 more thousand feet to climb, and then I'll go get you some lunch. Okay?
Straight back when you're ready.
It's like, come on. Come on. Well, I appreciate you hanging around. Hendrik, it's late. You're in your neck of the woods, right? After midnight, anyway. One thing about my stream is if you're not already tired, I will put you to sleep. So you've chosen the right stream for that, sir. Yeah, no, this is not our normal streaming day. Honestly, it's a little bit of a makeup stream. Yesterday, again, I don't know if you're just tuning in. We tried to fly this plane yesterday for our second flight, and it did not work. And here is why. I don't know if I can show you this, but the iFly has a plug-in that you have to run first before you start MSFS 2024. Otherwise, if you don't, the plane will do what you saw yesterday, which was basically loads in, but there's nothing, you can't click anything anyway. The plane is inoperable. What I believe happens after that, because I realized that. I closed the sim, I went out, I started the plug-in and then jumped back in, and it still didn't work. What I think happens is if you start the aircraft before you start the plug-in, then you have to completely shut down, restart your PC and try it again. That's because ultimately that is what did work for me. I was able to get on after I had stopped the stream yesterday and did a restart. But the plug-in, it when I started it, erroneously when I started it on our second try, it got placed in my systems tray, and I could not exit it. It was a glitchy, stubborn son of a gun. So 11:14. All right, Heinrich. Yeah, man. Well, trust me. Like, you're not missing much if you. I mean, you're welcome to stay, and I like having you here because you're the only guy that I'm talking to right now. But I totally get it, man. But anyway, I guess to make a short story long, that's what happened. So today I started the plug-in first, and when you install the plane, for those of you that don't have this plane, when you install it, it gives you the option to automatically start that plug-in every time you run, or every time you start MSFS, which is maybe not a terrible idea, because that way you won't forget it like me. But I was kind of under the mindset of, I don't want it running in the background if I'm not flying the max. Like, it feels like that's just going to be taking up some resources that I don't necessarily need to. So I'm going to try to see if I can keep it a manual start thing, and because it's working great. once you actually follow the directions. It was the same thing, you know, the fly inside Bell 206 helicopter, same concept. You have to start the separate plug-in before you start the simulator, or else the Bell won't work. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know. Nothing wrong with delivery, nothing wrong with the aircraft. It was completely me not doing what I was supposed to be doing. What else is new, right? Alright, here we go, getting close. Dog has given up. Completely given up here. Trim, trim, trim. One thing I need to get used to is I think I have some information up here. Like, I think I could have put my flight number up here. You got the CellCal, you got your transponder code. Oh, I guess never mind. I've got. Oh, wait a second. Why is my tail number? This must be something that comes from the Microsoft menu. Hey, Ron, what's up, man? Ron, you're here just in time. I'm gonna step out and get my dog some lunch. So I'm gonna hand off the aircraft to you. Iowa Scotsman, welcome. Good to see you, man. I hope I can be a slight work distraction for you for a few minutes, if nothing else. Top of climb coming up, and yeah, we're actually going to beat that, aren't we? There she is. All right, awesome. Let's just see. Do we mellow out here? Yep, the engines are rolling back. 38. I see, and we're below the barber pole. Yeah, cool. Alright, so, yeah, if you'll excuse me just for a second, I'm going to go get my dog something to eat for dinner, and I will, as the kids say, BRB. Thanks for tuning in to the Melvin Leroy channel. Talk to you in a second.
Ryanair 1105, when ready, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH
Mike. Hello. Good to see you. Sorry I had to go get the D-O double G's a little something to eat, if you know what I mean. How's it going? Nice to see you guys. We're on our way, making our way to, let's see, Munich. Just doing a bit of a test flight here. And pretty much all of our ATC is drying up. But that's okay. It actually is maybe not the worst thing in the world because it might be a little much for me to be flying into some busy airspaces with a brand new airplane, if you know what I mean. So anyway, welcome in. Good to see you. We are just underway here, and I'm getting a text from my wife. So trying to multitask. So this is us. Here's where we are. Here's where we're going. We are on track here, and I don't really, I'd give myself a shortcut if we really even had one, but we don't. So I would say, yeah, we're just not even quite a quarter of the way there yet. But this is this should prove to be a nice arrival. And what I might try to do tonight, so I know it'll fly an ILS, but what I might try to do tonight is perhaps there's an RNAV to 8. Yeah, like the RNAV. Maybe we'll try to do an RNAV to runway 8 and see how it does with that. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. But that's us. That's what we're doing. That's who we are. This is the Elevate X map, which again, kind of showing what I told you. Not a lot happening right now, which is again not horrible. We do have a little bit of we have center over here. I think that's it's not Lithuania. What is that? Latvia. Yeah, they've got a few. Looks like a few airports open here. Helsinki. We were talking to them for a little bit. So yeah, I don't even have a lot of ATC that I can share with you. We'll put the Latvia guy on there. Yeah, there's a chance. I mean, it's pretty late over here. People are kind of winding down for the evening, and that's okay. You know, that's what happens. People have things that they do. I might have to take a phone call from my wife though here, so. Yeah, it's possible. So anyway, we'll see. She is currently down with our extended family. There's a wedding that's being planned. Stand by here.
Canadian 28 kilo, surface wind calm again, continue approach. Ryanair 4 Papa Lima, welcome to Riga, make it better.
Rear control, hello, Lufthansa 2 Hotel Victor with you, flight level 390.
Lufthansa 2 Hotel Victor, Riga control, radar contact, proceed direct ETARZE when ready, descend flight 415.
Proceed direct ETARZE when ready, descend to flight level 150 for Lufthansa 2 Hotel Victor.
Ryanair 4 Papa Lima, Pakistan 108, Foxtrot Tango.
Sorry, I'm attempting to multitask and I'm not doing a very good job of it.
Scandinavian 28 Kilo, runway 18 clear to land, Wisconsin. With Malta 3119, descent altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 101 feet.
Descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1018, with Malta 3119.
Okay, I think I'm kind of ready. So, yeah, you know, my wife has got stuff going on, and that's okay. That's totally okay. So that's Riga control that we're listening to there. There's Riga Fridays going on. Sweet. And yeah, other than that, everything pretty much is happening back to the north of us. There is still some, well, it looks like maybe a new guy has popped into Arlanda Tower. And it looks like Gardermoen also has a little bit of control going. So anyway, it'll be cool. It'll be fun. Great place to fly on a Friday night. If you've never done it before, I highly recommend coming up here to well, anywhere in Europe on a Friday, but maybe do it a little earlier than I did, because by this time here, it's starting to shut down. So, but there's some great events. I just was looking back through my VATSIM events channel on my Discord, and like, here's some of the things. It's just like, there's just so much. So Paris by night, that was the one that got started a couple of hours ago, actually 3 hours ago now, so that's probably about done. Frankfurt Friday, of course, is a very famous one. Bremen evenings, and Istanbul has an event. Riga, they're still rolling.
Thank you
The
very much for
Bucharest
flying and have a good evening.
online Friday, and then you'll get a few that come up.
11 Juliet Whiskey, you'll
This
reach my airspace.
there's an event that happened today this morning from Siberia, Western Siberia. And so anyway, I mean, there's just lots of good events. But the thing that I've learned about these events is they are short. They're like 2.5, 3 hours, and when they're done, they're done. And so you can't be you can't be lollygagging around. But since I wasn't sure I was even going to stream this, I feel pretty good that we're in the air. We had good ATC out of Stockholm, and yeah, I'm happy with what we have so far. And it's a chance that we might still have somebody pop on. You never know. Got those crazy guys like Jeffrey B. that likes to hop on. JPC, they just hop on randomly and try to set, hourly records and things like that. But anyway, Flying with Mike, thanks again for coming in. Appreciate you. I hope you've had a great day. If I know you, you've been in some vintage 747 buzzing around. And anyway, yeah. I keep getting the top of climb warning up here, and I don't know if we're just bumping down below 3,800, so that's a little bit of a glitch, I think. Shouldn't have that. But otherwise, I think this thing's performing quite nicely. Nearing midnight in Germany. Yeah, that's right. And that's what I was kind of the point I was trying to make. I'm kind of rambling a little bit because I'm trying to do multiple things. But yeah, if you get on, so it's 3:30 in the afternoon my time, 5:30 on the East Coast. If you're able to get something done like late morning, on a Friday, man, you're gonna have so dang much fun. It's not even funny. Some great places. Be prepared to hold a little bit. Be prepared to be vectored, because I promise you, they are busy events. But all right, trying to see here. All right. Oh goodness, Mike. Yeah, that I initially thought about trying to do Frankfurt Friday, and I noticed that I was a little bit late, and so I'm like, first of all, I don't want to pop in there or fly in there and have no ATC. And even though, for the most part, traffic on Unicom does a good job of sorting themselves out, but then I was kind of like, the other thing is, this is the first flight of this aircraft on VATSIM, and I'm also streaming it. Maybe Frankfurt Friday is not the best initial event for me to do. Maybe we'll come and shoot for it later on. But I actually don't get Fridays off very often anymore. So, yeah. So it's it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, that turn work thing. That's right, Ron. That's right. Okay, I have to do one more quick thing, you guys, and then I will be right back. Thank you for your patience as things pop up here, but this will only take a second.
Welcome to pop culture.
Alright, I think I might be back for the duration. I guess I better not say that because there's always a possibility of something coming up, but we'll leave it outside just for a little bit. I did back the time up, obviously, to see if we could catch a little sunset. And yeah, hopefully it'll be nice as we head into Munich. Thanks for hanging out on your Friday. I'm behind the scenes, basically working on coordinating a couple things with my wife here. She, like I mentioned, is down south. My niece is getting married today, and so she's down there with my mom, helping get everything lined out. The wedding is, I think, set to start here in about like about 15 minutes. So she called me and she's like, "Yeah, we're running a little behind. I'm on the way to the venue," and I'm like, "Holy cow, lady!" But anyway, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. A fun time of life, and I wish terribly I could be there, but it just wasn't in the cards. I didn't think I was going to have today off to begin with, and then it's far enough away that you have to get plane tickets to go down there. And so when we had to kind of make our decision, it was yeah. Unfortunately, I was going to be I was the odd man out. So anyway. I'm getting updates as we go. It's the first wedding for my brother. It's his first. He's got 4 kiddos and 2 daughters. It's the first wedding, and yeah, I'm really happy. She's a great kid, and anyway, it's a good deal all the way around. All right, so I'm kind of, now that I'm, excuse me, settled back in a little bit here, let's take a peek at something that came across my new product list yesterday, as a matter of fact, and I don't know what I think about it. I wanted to toss this out there and see kind of what you guys thought. If it was something that you have any interest in seeing, or if it's just one of those things that only looks cool to me because I'm from Wyoming. Watch, I won't be able to find it. Alright, we're here. Where did I see that? So there's a new scenery pack that just came out, but it's kind of like a cityscape pack. It doesn't have any airports per se, but it for Pete's sake, now I can't find it. But it has detailed locations or detailed scenery for the Ginny Lake area, which is in Grand Teton National Park. So I, of course, was interested just because it's Wyoming. There's so little Wyoming scenery. I'm not finding it. Doc on it. I could have swore that was just in my. All right, let me do some feverish work research here. Yeah, VATSIM. There we go. VATSIM. I don't know where. Like, I think you have to get it off of the marketplace. But here's what I saw. You guys can kind of read this as you have time. But this is what we're looking at. So it's a little Grand Teton National Park. This is one of the big lakes that's right there in front of the Tetons. So as you're coming into Jackson Hole and you're landing, and you've got the Tetons and those lakes off to the right, this is one of those lakes, Jenny Lake. And so I think all it's doing essentially is just kind of tightening up the trails and there's a visitors park. I don't think it touches the Tetons though. I would love to see a little bit more detail on the Teton mountain range than all its peaks, but I don't know that it does. But a bunch of custom objects, handcrafted objects such as the visitor center. There's a store there, some signage. You know, there's some visitors around the parking lot, things like that. So it's not like it's a ton of stuff. Detailed boat docks, things like that. There's a trail bridge across Cottonwood Creek there, and apparently something that looks cool at night. And I don't know what that would be, but anyway, I guess yeah. So it's on Sim Market for $13.25. So I don't know if that's something that, like, is anybody interested in seeing that? I mean, we could buzz around there, and we could either visit it in a helicopter, or we could maybe do a float plane or something. You know, let me know kind of what you think. This might just be one of those things that is truly only interesting to me, just again because I'm a Wyoming person. So there's the little gift store. Or that must have been the visitors center. Anyway, it's a very pretty place. This is the place I was talking about one time where I saw both a grizzly bear and a black bear in the same day. It's the only time I've ever seen a bear in the wild, and I saw both species on the same day. We were fishing. There's a lake just north of Jenny Lake called String Lake. We were fishing that, and you definitely don't have that really very often because these are cold glacial lakes and streams, but you have a lot of people in boats. That bridge looks pretty good, actually. That's all.
Thank you for flying.
Oops. So an interesting thing about Grand Teton National Park is that it closes at a certain point, and you can't drive your motorized vehicles up there. The only way that you can get there in the wintertime is there are some sponsored snowmobiling trips, or you can cross-country ski up there. That's too bad they've got that in there. Otherwise, that'd be kind of a nice screenshot. This is the road kind of leading into it. We should take all that stuff off. Their media person needs to get with me. I'd help out. Yeah, like I said, you're not going to see probably a lot of, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Whenever I've been there, I've not seen a lot of people swimming. It's just too dang cold. You'll see people fish, though. And this is pretty common. Yeah, I'm actually happy they did this. You have tons and tons of traffic, and every time anybody sees, this is the Molten Barn, you guys. They maybe have just sold the scenery to me right here. The Molten Barn is a barn that's been made famous here. This guy right here. See, I'm sure you've seen these pictures before, right? This Molten Barn. That's what they've got here, you guys. Oh, man. All right, I may have to get it just because of that. Yeah. Anyway, that came out the other day, and I didn't know, like I said, if anybody was interested in doing anything or having that. Looking at that, I don't know if it's going to be a very big seller, but They probably got 13 bucks out of me. Alright, back in we go, and we're going to kind of take a look and get some updates here and just make sure everything is working like it should. Kind of running out of our... yeah. Kind of running out of our center control. That's Riga again that we're listening to, but they're just a little too far away, I think. So we're going to just be kind of on our own from here on out. Yeah, there's nobody to the south of us right now. Everybody in Europe has gone to bed. So that's okay. We've got some tower. I shouldn't say that. We do have some tower, some ground. So there's a few places that are working still, but we are going to try to shoot an RNAV approach into Munich tonight, and we're a little over halfway there. I would say we probably have about 40 minutes or so to go. Let's see, what can I get here? Progress page. Um, 1748 Zulu, and yeah, current time, like we're coming up. What is our current time? Zulu time. Trying to remember where that is shown. 1653. So yeah, so 1748. We're a little under an hour to go here, so that's good. We could, let's see, come over here and we could do a little bit of yeah, planning here. We could go like flaps 30. I think it'd be all right. Can I get the, let's see, I wonder if I can get the, if I get the wind forecast here. I'm trying to remember where that's at. Drawing a little bit of a blank on where I get the wind forecast here. Yeah, I'm drawing a little bit of a blank there, guys. I apologize. Thought there was a forecast page here, but I might be cross-referencing in my brain the the Airbus stuff as well. But I could have swore there was a forecast page. See, this is how long it's been since I've flown the 737. So yeah, maybe I might be thinking about our Airbus. That's probably what I'm thinking. Oh well, it's okay. Just about out of water here. So if you're curious, I don't know if you are or not, but again, this is kind of what people are used to. Ooh, a 3D flyover. What the what? I've never seen this before. Is this new? In Google Maps? Guess it doesn't really do much other than kind of rotate around. That's pretty cool, don't get me wrong. Here, these are the Tetons, and you go down this way, you get to Jackson Hole. This is oh, what's it? Okay, kind of zooming in. This is Jenny Lake right here. Cool. Yep, Jenny Lake. So it's going to move us around a little bit here, but yeah. So this is the scenery area. It's kind of covering in here, with the exception of, oh, Manaphy, doing your first live network training at Orlando ground. Okay. How long are you going to be on, sir? Alright, this is kind of cool. There's the Grand. The Grand had a part of it fall off, I believe. Big chunk fell off. Until... oh man, so a while yet. Okay, so let's see. That is... that's 3 more hours. Okay, cool. Maybe try to come over your way and give you a little traffic. Let's see, that's South Teton, yep. And no, I can't name all. I think there's 7 peaks or something like that. I can't name them all. Some really awesome. If you like to hike, this is quite a place. There's some fantastic trails up here. Pack your bear spray and maybe a little extra something, if you know what I mean, because it is a wild area. No doubt about that. Taggart Lake, yeah. That's kind of cool, but anyway, that's where that scenery is. So, not sure if it's something you're interested in, but all right. Trying to see if I can come up with. Trying to see if there's any good Orlando scenery out there, because I don't know if I have anything there. Manaphy. So is this part of, I'm trying to think, the F&O tonight is not in, it's not in Florida, is it? Where's the F&O tonight? F&O is where? Metroplex Madness. Oh, it's Fort Worth. Oh, that'll be a good one. Good one. So yeah, if anybody, all right. So here we go. Shameless plug for our friend Manaphy. He was working ground at Orlando, the Mickey Mouse Funhouse. You guys need to go check it out if you haven't determined where you're going to fly from tonight. Maybe, perhaps, there. Yeah, look at that guy. Look at that guy. Charemos de Castro. What a great name. Doing some ground tonight. Awesome. Go give him some traffic, you guys. And maybe that's a good spot to launch over to the FNO. Yeah, it's a couple hours. That'd be just right. Hop in your iFly 737-800 and give that guy some crazy non-standard IFR requests. No, just kidding. But yeah, good luck on that, man. And yeah, I've got about probably a half an hour or so left on this flight. What I'm planning on doing, by the way, just for you guys that are watching, I think I'm just going to call it good with this little bonus stream. This has worked well. I'm happy with it. I do need to grab a little dinner, and then yeah, maybe I'm going to plan on popping over there and giving you a little traffic there. So that'll be most likely. So let's see, it's 10 after 4 my time right now. We should be on the ground and this thing put to bed by 5 o'clock, I would say, probably even a little before that. So I'll go grab a little something to eat. So by 6 o'clock I should be back online, which gives us a good another hour with you. So yeah, that'll be about perfect. That'll be just about perfect. Our high school football team's on the road tonight. Their game starts at 6 also. So I'm planning on just flying and watching. You know what I don't think I put in? I don't think I ever put in a cost index. I mean, we're doing 0.78, which is fine. I mean, that's not slow, but I don't think I ever put a cost index in. Also didn't disarm the auto brakes. Ugh. Get our rings of professionalism entered. Cool. All right, awesome. Cody says hello, by the way. Oh, Cody. Mr. Cody. I'm trying to see if I have a Fort Worth scenery also. I feel like I picked up something for Fort Worth. A little while back. Checking. Might have been George Bush. Might not have been Fort Worth. Actually not seeing either one. I could have swore I picked up one or the other. And I don't think it was like Houston Hobby or one of those, the smaller ones down there. I thought it was either. Oh, there it is. Yep, it was George Bush. It was Houston Intercontinental. That's right. So, unfortunately, that's a little south of the featured area, but perhaps that's not a bad thing, because maybe it would give us a place to fly down there with a little ATC. I wouldn't be surprised if Houston Center came on as well. Hey, Mr. Marathon, hello. Nice to see you, sir. Happy Friday. Trying to figure out if I have now a Fort Worth scenery. Does anybody have a good Orlando scenery or a good Fort Worth scenery? I see Dream Scenery has a that's just night enhanced. There's one on Marketplace. Oh, Imagine Sim has one. These are all just 2020s though. Hi, Tim. Taxi to Gate is good, Tim's saying. Ah, okay. And I'm looking at this. It looks like it is only... It says it's 2020, but it must also work in 24, I would imagine. Don't think there's a good one. Well, here's what I'm kicking around, you guys. So our friend Manaphy Games is doing his first ground controlling session with live VATSIM traffic tonight. So live network training. So I'm thinking about heading to Orlando to depart, and I was kicking around flying out to Fort Worth, which is where the FNO was at. So I didn't know if I was going to do it in Microsoft Flight Sim or in X-Plane. I don't think there's anything in X-Plane. Maybe there is. Oh, wait a second. There's oh, I have this already. Ah, Nimbus. Okay. Well, that might make this choice pretty easy then if I already have this sucker. Now, will it work in X-Plane 12? Lord only knows, because this is a little bit of an older scenery. What is this? I bought this clear back in 2021. Oh boy. Vertical Sim has... No, I don't think he has... I don't think he has Orlando. He has Tampa and St. Pete is his new one, right? Sarasota's another. Myrtle Beach. No, that's not Florida. Yeah, nothing. So that's X-Plane 12. Doesn't have anything in X-Plane 12. X-Plane 11. Duluth Sky Harbor. 2024. Let's see about that. Yeah, I could be wrong. That guy, he loves his Florida scenery. There's no doubt about that. Let's see here. Palm Beach, Southwest Florida International, St. Pete's, and he's done a lot. He's done a lot. Tampa, there's Tampa. Yep, no Orlando. Ontario, Norfolk, Sarasota. Yeah. We're big fans of Vertical Sim. What about Dallas Fort Worth for X-Plane? Oh boy. 2013. Hey, oh boy. Let's go check over here by U.S. state, Texas. Oh gosh. What do we have? George Bush, San Antonio, Austin. Yeah, there's nothing in here either. I bet the default one's probably okay. All right. Well, okay, cool. So what we may end up doing then is, I mean, it doesn't really affect you guys, but I'm just thinking to myself out loud here, is get done with this flight and then, like I said, grab a quick bite to eat and then hop into X-Plane. All right, we need to tidy up our arrival here, don't we? So let's make sure we have everything we need. 8 left, runway 8 left. So we were going to try to do the RNAV 8 left, just to see how it does. And then we're going to use, it's the Landu 2 Charlie, which now is 2 Alpha, so this is going to be a little screwy. And then, so that means our transition, oh boy, I better look at that. Because we're coming up at top of descent here. Transition is, oh boy, yeah, this is, I'm not going to be able to do this because these transitions are not, they're no longer a thing. So I'm going to have to change this, you guys. I apologize. Let's erase that. I am going to have to do the ILS after all. That's kind of a bummer, but I need to get this clearly. Need to get this this nav data updated, and that is that's my bad. So ILS 8 left from MIQ, so this could also be kind of interesting. We're going to add it, and I don't really have, none of these transitions exist anymore, so yeah, so we're going to have to just kind of vector ourselves here down to the ILS runway 08. So the idea here, and we got just a minute. The idea for ILS runway 08 left is yeah, I don't have any of these. Oh, wait a second, I do have Mick. Ah, yeah, okay, now we're cooking with butter here. 1095. Let's get that set here. 1095. That's an ILS. Yeah, whoops. 1095. And we'll make that the active. Cool. 122.80 is what I should be talking to everybody on, since we're taking care of our own business today. And yeah, top of drop is coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and just dial up. We need to be down to 5,000 when we intercept the localizer and glide slope on this guy. Alright, cool. Okay, this is the part of this plane I don't like. This should have a way. I guess you can push it and hold it, which helps. There's 5,000 set. Awesome. Okay, I think we're ready. Yeah, Iowa Scotsman it is actually, but I think he's been trying to kind of work around and get different areas. I know he's reached out to me a few times about, like, what do you think of this and what do you think of that? Would it be something that's popular? And so he does try to get kind of your, a little bit of feedback, and I'm sure he's doing that with other people as well. But yeah, I think we're all set up, you guys. And we're actually getting a nice little sunset. Timed that pretty well. We'll get some night lighting here. I think I have the night lighting turned on to where I need. I don't have the dome light on right now. I don't think I'm going to need that, but got some panel lighting here, circuit breakers. We are down here. Yeah, I've got, you don't need a little bit of flood maybe. I think we're all right there. And then on the sides, what do I have? Yeah, we're good there. And I got that turned up. Perfect. I'm kind of curious. I have not seen this aircraft at night. So, and you guys know what a nerd I am about my night lighting. So, yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it goes. I still have my eyes on Elevate X just in case somebody hops on late. I've had that happen to me before, more often than I care to admit. This also may be a default airport now that I look at it. Oh well, that's okay. The key is the aircraft is functioning like I hoped it would. And I'm really happy about that because I have missed not having a good 737 in Microsoft Flight Sim. And I do have the Zibo in X-Plane. Actually, I take that back. I don't. The Zibo got updated and it now has the new weather radar working, but I can't get it to run because I don't have Avatab installed, and apparently it uses Avatab in some way to make the weather radar work. So I'm kind of at an impasse. I haven't really ever had. Well, I take that back. I did try Avatab back in X-Plane 11, and it's cool, but it's a resource. It's a resource hog. So I'm like not really wanting to install it if I can help it. So yeah, I'm kind of holding off on Zibo. It's because the Zibo mod is already a pretty frame-heavy aircraft. So anyway. And I'm still a little salty that we don't have a FlyJ Sim update yet either. So I know. He's working on it. And he's not been, his health's not been great. So I wish you the best, Jack. If you ever come across this stream, just know we love your stuff. And we hope you're able to get it updated to 12, because we'd love to fly it some more. He's the one. FlyJ Sim makes that really awesome 737-200 variant, and they also have, of course, the 727. Sorry, that's a fantastic little 3-hole punch. We miss those. We miss those planes. The classic, the CSS is okay as far as a tri-jet. It's not. It's just not. That FlyJ Sim just spoiled us, man. It just absolutely spoiled us. But I did hear that I heard the Felis 747 got updated to work with the new weather radar too. So that might have to scratch our Boeing itch for a little while, because we don't have other options in X-Plane either. Like, you got the IXEG, but I don't think that ever quite got to where people were hoping it would. And it's expensive. It's a spendy bird. Alright, are we heading down yet? Why are we not heading down? Did we miss something here? LNAV, VNAV? 5. Why are we not heading down? Yeah, we've already missed our, I don't know. Let me re-engage LNAV. Maybe it wasn't liking it because I went speed intervention on the climb out. No. Alright, what, Yeah, it did not grab that. It did not grab that vertical path there. That's not good. And it was starting to slow down because of that. Interesting. So we'll see how close we get. Go back to VNav. I wonder what it'll do. If it'll try to, if it'll be close enough to grab it or not. I don't know. We'll have to see. .285 at VSub. So we're not that far off, but I am a little surprised that it didn't grab the nav track. Iowa Scotsman, that's what I hear. Like I hear people are generally positive with it and they like it. It's unique, it's old, but Cedro, thank you so much, man. I am so sorry, you guys. Thank you for reminding me. I'm an idiot. Here's the command you want for that, by the way.
Papa, you forgot the net again.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Welcome in, Zedro. Alright, so a little bit of terrain here to deal with. Shouldn't be a big issue. The biggest issue with us, here comes the nav track, our vertical path, and I think we're going to be back on it. Yeah, we're really dropping 3,000 feet a minute now. That should mellow out as we grab a hold of that. All right, cool. Aha. Hey, all right, Manaphy. Like I said, I will plan on grabbing a little something to eat, and I plan on being there, man, to help you out. Trim's working overtime. Cool. All right. Well, we have the localizer frequency set. We do need to set our inbound course, though. Before I forget to do that, let me hop over here. And that course is 080. So I'm gonna spin that in. And that'll be ready to go. Again, if you're just popping in, first of all, hello, welcome, happy Friday. My name is Brant. Thanks for tuning in to the Melvin Leroy channel. We're doing a little bonus stream. We had some trouble flying this thing yesterday. In fact, we couldn't get it loaded. It was completely user error on my part. So once I realized what I did last night, I kind of just tried to carve out some time to come in and sort of finish off what we should have done last night. But the other thing that I need you to be aware of is our friend Manaphy Games is doing his first live traffic session on Orlando ground. So if you are sort of up in the air about where you're going to fly tonight, go down to MCL and give him some traffic. I'm sure he would take whatever you would give him. We were kind of kicking around maybe flying from Orlando to Dallas-Fort Worth. And I'm maybe not going to do that because I'm realizing now that's a 3-hour flight. So so we probably won't do that one, but we're going to try to go down to Orlando and give him some traffic. Let him practice giving clearances and all that good stuff, taxi instructions. A lot going on there when you're covering ground. So be good to have him get some good training, some good live traffic. And yeah, we will that's my plan anyway. So thanks again for coming. Appreciate you guys being here. Here's a little outside view for you there, my friend. Pratt, PT6. I can't give any PT6s, but give you the outside view of this beautiful Max. Just about out of sunlight here. Again, in this neck of the woods, they do have some hills and things. This is a little bit like Atlanta, where it's not completely flat. So you have to be aware of the, you know, you're not crossing the Himalayas or anything here, but you've got stuff to contend with. Gotta hop back inside, you guys, and do a few more things to get ready here. I need to probably need to have a QNH. So right now the weather in Munich, variable at 2, cav okay, temps 12, dew points 12, QNH 1024. I'm gonna preload that. 1024. That'll be ready to go. I'll go ahead and set this guy. 024. And minimums. I should probably put the minimums in here as well. So I am showing some Cat 1 mins of 200. So let's put those in the barrel 200. Or sorry, the mins of 200. This is another thing that's a lot of mouse wheel scrolling. It'd be nice if there was a different way to do that. Now I've lost my spot here. There we go. Mr. Leonhammer. Hello, sir. Yes, indeed. I was cyberbullied by our friend Northwest Ornament into making me purchase this plane, and also you participated in unknowingly in that same cyberbullying because you said you had it and liked it, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess I need to get it. It's good. I do like it a lot. L. Brown, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Yeah, I know it's good stuff, and I've had my eyeball on it. Actually, honestly, truly, when it got the good fix and seal of approval is when it moved from sort of kind of on the radar to, all right, I need to take a look at this thing, a serious hard look. And the more I looked at it, the more I liked it. And then probably the two things that were the final nail in the coffin, or the final straw that broke the camel's back, is on back-to-back nights, Northwest Ornament posted how much he liked it, and Flight Deck to Sim posted a video telling me how much he liked it. And I'm like, all right, I'm good to go. I'm rolling with it. So that's the benefits, I guess, of delivering all those FedEx boxes, man. I got a little extra flight sim money these days, so that's cool. But no, it's weird. It's cool but weird, like all this digital glassy McGlass face is sort of different, and we didn't pick up the vertical path for some reason, so like there's some things There's some things. We're not slowing down. We should be 236, and we're not getting down to 236. So we're going to put some boards out here. But I like it. It is, the hype got me a little bit. The hype and just the lack of having a 737 in MSFS. Gosh dang it. And I was kicking around. I'm like, okay, PMDG is going to come out with theirs, and it's an 800, which I don't have. So I'm going to have to buy a freaking 800. So I'm like, if I have to already buy an 800, why not buy the Max from iFly? I can have it sooner. And then if and when PMDG gets their 700 updated, then I should have that one hopefully at a very discounted price, since I already own it. But I don't know. PMDG may make us buy everything again. I don't know. I've only bought that 737 from PMDG 3 times, so. Dude, I tell you what, man. Like, you are right about that. Like, you F around and find out, right? I mean, like, they're loving it. They're loving it. You know, the other outfit that might benefit from this is those crazy Airfoil Labs guys that are making their 737-800. There might be some people that are just ready for something different besides Zebo there, but anyway. Yeah, Iowa Scotsman, and you know what? Every time they've done it, it's honestly been worth it, so it's been worth it. Minneapolis to Vancouver, is that what you're doing there, L. Brown? I don't know what the first part is, but it seems like maybe that's your flight tonight. That's cool. That sounds like a really fun flight. I'm happy to pay PMDG for their products. They've earned it. They've proven that they're good, and I'm happy to pay them. I really am. I just want stuff to be ready. Like, you know, that's why I have their 777. You're gonna do Nashville down to Fort Worth. Ah, very cool. That'll be a fun one. That'll be a fun one. I see Spy's flying right now into, where is he flying? He's he's already. You guys have probably already started then. Nice, Tim. Are you in the X or the Citation X, or what are you flying tonight there, Mr. the Dog? $321. All right. Heck yeah. Great choice. Great choice. We are going to be heading down. I'm not going to keep, after this flight is done, I'm going to cut the stream off. I've got to make a dinner run, but then I'm going to hop in, and I might hop over to X-Plane actually and fly out of Orlando, because again, we're trying to give Manaphy Games as much traffic as we can tonight. He's doing his first live traffic session for Orlando ground. You haven't been able to install the triple into 2024? Man, I love PMDG's new installer. It's so nice and easy. Wow, everything is there. It's like, yeah, thank you very much. Flagship Valor livery. Can't off the top of my head. Oh, that's an American airline. What's that look like? I want to see it. Show me. There you go. Very nice. Heck yeah, dude. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, Medal of Honor. That's awesome, dude. That's a really cool thing. Okay, so here we go, you guys. We're coming in kind of on a left-hand traffic pattern here. Here's our airport. We're going to be popping down. We need to be down to Mick at 5,000. I'm going to retract the speed brakes here. I'm going to go flaps 5 because we're below 250. I might take control of the speed. What do we need? Yeah, we need to be down to 170. So let's take control of the speed here. Yeah, we're trying. We're trying. Flaps 5. Load relief. Am I going too fast? What's up? Oh, yeah, we're okay. I think I clicked past flaps 5. All right. Anyway, we're doing okay. We're shooting for 137 on the approach, so 142 will be the. Sorry, 137 is our ref, so 142 will be approach speed when we get turned around. And there, I feel better about that. Now let's see if we can actually get down to 5. We need to be above 5 here, so that's fine. We actually don't need to be at 5 until we get all the way around the horn here to Maggot. Maggot is where we grab the localizer as well as the glide slope. And that's 12 DME. So we're doing all right, I think. This, I tell you what, this ILS approach is actually not all that dissimilar to the RNAV approach that we were trying to do. I'm getting a little bit below my vertical path now, but that's okay. We'll just kind of hold it here. We'll get ourselves down. And if we, you know what I might do is this. Update my heading for me. No. 262. Let's, I might go heading mode here. Heading select. Let's come off of LNAV. Bring it on home. Bring it around town. This may very well be completely default airport wise, so we'll see. I know, yeah. I've been steadily increasing my collection of German airports, just because Fidey does quite a bit of controlling, and it's kind of fun to fly out. He does a lot of Hamburg, so I've been working on getting those things. What's happening here with my lights? What's that all about? I got a bulb going out or what?
München traffic, sausage 3, Mike Kilo, fully still decided 085, 10 miles, Munich traffic.
Alright, that's our first call there. At Munich traffic, Quality Wings 816 is about 10 miles to the northeast of the field, descending 9,000. We are on the outbound leg for the runway 08 left approach, Munich. So he's going 08 right, we're going 08 left. He's already on a 10 mile, so we've got a ways to go. I'm surprised I'm not seeing him. Why? Wendy, I wonder. I've slowed myself down plenty early. Yeah, there he is. So he's good to go. And I love the fact that you can see aircraft now. Some people are saying it's not realistic. I'm like, I don't care. I just like being able to see him. This is really hazy out here, isn't it? Interesting. All right. Yeah, we slowed down way early. But not really, because this is the speed restriction. So I mean, that's kind of we're basically where they are telling us to be. So they must really slow you down here to get you into sequence. That's okay. We're not in a hurry. Those tacos can wait. I'm gonna treat myself to tacos tonight, I think. All right, we're at 5,000. I'm going to leave it right here. And I'm going to just going to go heading mode here. Maybe cut the corner just a smidge. Keep our speed right here as well. Altimeters, thank you. I'm seeing this standard. There you go. Hey, there you go. Yep. Need a little extra something. What's 380 feet amongst friends? Right, Zedro? Zedro, you're kind of winning the MVP today. Nice job, man. So glad you're here. Making a positive impact on the stream. That's an awesome thing. And I need all the help I can get. Alright, so we can't, again, we need we need to be shooting for, that's Magats. And so I don't want to cut it too soon here, but I'm going to try to cut in here a bit, maybe go like a little base leg, and then swing it on in and see how we do grabbing the glide slope and all that business. It looks like our traffic has found its way in. And we'll go from there. Yeah, just kind of hazy here, isn't it? Interesting. Like over there, it looks a little more, the distance looks a little more clear. This looks like it's just got like a little bit of a haze layer there. It's cav-okay at the airport, but yeah, I don't know. Hey, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go down to tree.
Munich, traffic sausage 3 Mike Kilo, runway 08 right, vacated. Munich traffic.
Yep, so he's out of the way. If we go down a little bit, we can cut the corner a little bit more. Now that I mentioned tacos, I am getting a little bit hungry, so. Can't get too carried away. I am still going to try to get it as close to Maggot or Maggot as I can, but let's try to get it down a little bit here if possible. Alright, so let's see. A little auto brake at 2 I think would be good. We've got flaps 10. We're going to be flaps 30 on the landing. Again, 137, so we'll be looking for 142. If we do have to go missed, it's a left-hand turn to the MIQ NDB. We go to 5,000. Yeah, I'll have to set that here in just a minute. But let's make our turn.
2,500.
Checked. I'm going to turn 180 southbound. I see some text traffic, but those guys are going to Innsbruck, so we're okay. We don't have to worry about them. And I don't see our airfield. I don't see it. I think that's it right over there. I believe that's it. Getting ourselves to 3,000. That's fine. We're below the glide now for sure. And yeah, all we have to do, in fact, I already see a localizer. We'll just kind of turn ourselves in here when we get a little closer to Magat. And we'll bring it on in. If we're successful in landing this aerial craft of ours, where do we go? Let's see. Looks like we hang a right. All kinds of terminals to choose from. So yeah, we'll just plan on trying to vacate right whenever we're able and go from there. Alright, let's turn to intercept. And I'm going to cut the corner just a little bit here. We're down at 3,000, so we should be fine. 130. A little bit of a, it's not your 30-degree intercept, that's for sure, but yeah, we'll go 120. I think we'll probably be all right with 120. Any glide slope? Nope, not yet. Not letting me arm the approach yet. That's interesting. Why not? That's quite interesting. ILS is set 1095. Course is set 08. Oops. Yeah, 080. All right then. Well, looks like we're hand flying this baby. Fair enough. I wonder what's what the deal is there. Yeah, Munich traffic. Quality Wings, sorry, Smart Wings 816 is inbound, 8 left, and it's a 8-mile final, Munich. Okay, let's level off here because we're definitely below the glide. Yep. All right, let's want some gear. We can do gear. Okay, I'm going to set the go around the missed approach altitude. Okay. And yeah, we're just flying this bad boy now. Got a little lower than I wanted. I was hoping to be about 3,000 here, but you can see we fell all the way down to 2,300. So I'm not necessarily wanting to climb. I just want to stay level. It's a nice day here, light winds, so I'm not worried too much about, you know, being a bit low here. It's a test flight after all. Things happen, but I do need to start slowing down a bit. 142 is what we're looking for. Flaps 30. Alright, lights are all on. Gears down 3 green. Flaps 15 coming out. I do think I see a glide slope. I have to look into why we didn't pick up that ILS. It's interesting. Alright. I'm going to go flaps 30 now. Oops, I'm kind of wandering all over the place. Hey, Mariner, yeah, you did. You did. Been a pretty good flight. Had a couple of little weird things happen to us, but it's okay. We're just hand flying it down to 8 left here in Munich.
500.
I don't feel like we're that low. Oh, here comes the glide slope.
400.
Okay. The pappies are telling me I'm low. We're not that bad.
300. Approaching minimum.
Speed looks good now.
Minimums.
Landing. Yeah, right about 1500. Hey, Jesse. These pappies are not telling me the truth, I don't
100.
think. Pretty much right on it.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Alright. Get the nose down. Come reversers. Don't think I'm going to make this one. There's 80 knots. Manual braking. You're still up. Hey, man, if I'm planning on being there, you got to let me make a taco run though. But I'm gonna load in something. All right, you guys, welcome to Munich. Looks like we maybe do have like a little bit of a updated scenery here. Maybe this is another one of those that was updated in the sim. And Munich traffic. Smart Wings 816 is clear of 8 left. Munich. Alright, let me figure out where I'm at and where we're going. Okay, we're on Alpha 8. Yeah, we just need to kind of hang a right here. Cross the taxiway and another right to Terminal 2, I think will get us there. Oh, we're kind of... I think our nose popped up there a little bit. I don't know. I like my nose gear was not working. Yeah, I have maybe 2 conflicting airports here. But that... Oh, hold on. Yeah, this having some weird things happening with the lights as well. So, yeah, okay. This, you know, this is still a work in progress for 2024, by the way. This is not a fully native 2024 product, so there's going to be some things. All right, but I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We'll come in and have a little park. I'm going kind of fast. This looks a little bit more bespoke. I think maybe I have something in here. This isn't the one that Any Builds did for free, is it? Am I thinking of the right one? I don't know if it was Butter Mariner, but we'll check. We'll check the stats. Okay, let's get that fired up here. I probably should turn some lights off here as well. This looks like a good gate right here. 247. Yeah, baby. Hey, Jeffrey.
Where's Jeffrey?
Very nice to see you, sir. Oh, I'm heading to a heavy gate here. I don't need all these. I don't need all these jetways. I hope those Lufthansa A380s don't get mad at me. Alright, that'll work. It's going to have to work. Sweet. Okay, are we on the gen? Yep. Let's get the APU bleeds going. And oops, I should have that turned off as well. That can come off. That can come off. And we can kill the engines here as well. We'll leave it kind of in a turnaround state. And yeah, we maybe misgated ourselves a little bit. And I could have pulled up a little farther too. Oh well, come on. What do you expect? So I consider that, it wasn't perfect, but I consider that a pretty good test flight. And you know, we got it out there on VATSIM. It worked well. We got it with some ATC. That was good. We streamed it. So all those things are good. And I think that's a good place for us to kind of wrap it up. Appreciate you guys being here. And sorry it's another short one, but I did want to get back in here and try to make up for that that flight that we did that we weren't able to do yesterday. So, yep, I'm going to wrap it up, I think.
Thanks for watching my papa.
Jeffrey, you came at the perfect time, man. It was literally the best part of my stream. The outro. I am back tomorrow. There's some stuff going on in Europe. We're going to try to fly the Citation X in X-Plane. There's some stuff happening up in Winnipeg. We're going to try to fly the Dash 8. It all starts noon o'clock my time, which is 1800 Zulu. So would love it if you could swing by and say hi. Always like hanging out with you guys. But that will be my next planned, my next scheduled flight, as it were. Thank yous tonight for this bonus stream, L Brown 1989 and Marco. Thank you guys for the follow. Flying with Mike came in with a nice raid as well. Mike, always a fun to see and hang out with you. Tim Dog, enjoy your flight with Spy. Manaphy, I'm going to try to come down there as soon as I cut the stream. I'm going to go, like I say, going to go get some dinner, then I'll be there. Manaphy Games, by the way, for those of you, one last announcement here. He is providing ground. It's his first night that he's doing ground with live traffic. So go down to Orlando, give him some traffic if you haven't already made plans, and he would be very appreciative. We're going to go down there here, like I say, in just a little bit. It'll be off stream, but we'll be down there anyway. All right, that's it for me, guys. Had a good one. We're just going to hard cut this, and I will see you tomorrow. Have an awesome Friday.